Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. This is Offline. Today guys, we're gonna have a video about speed tuning. Speed tuning is actually something that people overlook or people think it's something different, and actually people think that speed tuning. Wait, but before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you haven't already. We got 600 subscribers a few days ago, and thank you guys so much for that. But over 90% of the people that watch my videos are not currently subscribed, so if you can, please hit the subscribe button. It's free and help the channel so much. Okay, let's get into it though. A lot of people think that speed tuning, I'm gonna say it straight away, a lot of people think that speed tuning is actually building 700 speed units, right? If you can build 4 to 5 units like that fast, go for it. Or if you have it, go for it. If you don't, there's gonna be a problem. You see, speed tuning is something that is really important, and the big concept is to build units that close in speed, and also build units that move in the right orders. So if, for example, you're building Okeanos, let's take Okeanos for example. I wonder why, right? He's been used in RTA so much, but I don't blame people because he's really strong. So if you're using Okeanos and you're using AoE strippers, you definitely need the AoE strippers to move first. So Okeanos can use skill 3, right? Now there's a lot of AoE strippers, and like Chivu for example, it does decrease attack bar on skill 3. It does decrease attack bar on skill 3, which is really good. So maybe the speed tuning between Chivu and Okeanos could be there could be some extra speed in between them, but consider that Chivu can actually miss the decrease attack bar, right? And if it does, what are the skills? If it does decrease attack bar decrease on the opponent, and Okeanos is like 10 speeds lower, somebody can cut in between, and that's not gonna be pleasant. So what do I mean by speed tuning is, what do I personally mean? These are not my PvP, these are not my RTA units, by the way. This is PvE, so yeah, they're run differently. But what I mean by speed tuning is something that actually is really few speed apart. Yes, the faster you use your units, if you want to go faster, the better it is. But can you use Chivu? And I'm taking this as an example. Chivu, Okeanos on 300 speed, and obviously Chivu should be just a couple of speed faster than Okeanos. Can you do that? Another thing you could do with the speed tuning to make it easier would be to use attack bar booster. By attack bar booster, I mean units that with a skill can increase attack bar AoE on your team. And by that, like for examples of that would be Basta, pretty good, low base speed though. Tiana, low base speed again, but Tiana is a good stripper right now because triple revenge Verde heal is a thing, and Tiana doesn't touch anything. So the Verde triple revenge Verde is not gonna counter the Tiana, which I think make her so much better in this meta. Attack bar booster Barbara, if you can build Barbara really high speed, Barbara can be really good. And then you have other units like Water Ryu that decrease attack bar on the opponent side. You have Chompang that decrease attack bar on the opponent side. But yeah, it's the overall idea of the speed tuning is to build units that are really close in speed together, and with the right turn order. Turn order is really important, and also you guys, when you run your units, you should consider their base speed. If one unit has, let's say Tiana, she has 96 base speed, Okeanos has 103, and no, Okeanos has 100, right? So let's say another unit has 103 base speed, 106, 108, like well, Barbara could go before Tiana, I'm not gonna lie, but like if another unit has higher base speed than Tiana and you're using speed leader skill, then you need to consider that, because the unit with the higher base speed is gonna scale off more than the unit with the lower base speed. So let's say Chivo and Tiana, you may want Tiana to go first for whatever reason, and Chivo has 103 base speed, Tiana has 96. So if you're using Vanessa in that case, or you're using, let's say you have a Trinity, or you using Samaf 33 base speed lead, then maybe the way you rune them, the Chivo is gonna go first and Tiana is gonna go second. So make sure you think about that when you rune your units. Think about their base speed. Also, artifacts right now are something as well, because the speed can increase based on the HP loss and so on. So if you're going first turn comp, that won't affect you too much because they're gonna move first, right? But if you're going with a slower team and they hit the unit that has increased speed based on HP loss, maybe that unit's gonna move before your AoE stripper, and you know, it's not gonna be a good thing. So take everything into account. Again, speed tuning doesn't mean building a Bastet 230 speed and then after that you have nothing. You have Lucian on 150 speed or 200 speed, 220 speed. Like that Lucian is not gonna move before the opponent. So make sure that's an extreme case scenario, obviously, because you're probably gonna use the Draco to attack bar increase as well as the Bastet. But don't forget, opponent might ban the Bastet. So the Draco attack bar is gonna be enough for the Lucian to move. So you need to think about all of this stuff when you do speed tune your units. If you can't build units super fast, it's all fine. You can use violent wheel runes. Sorry about that. You can use wheel runes and you can go slower, but have your units really close in speed. Don't have too many big gaps in between your units. I'm still working on my speed tuning as well in RTA, but overall I'm pretty happy about that. I do use Barbara a lot, so increased attack bar from Barbara is pretty good, but don't forget the Barbara doesn't do as much damage as she used to do before the I'm gonna keep this maybe for the Dark Panda, is good, before the nerf. Fire attack with damage up, okay. Speed proportion to lost HP, damage received, okay, I'll keep this as well. So yeah, like you need to take into consideration everything. Also guys, a really good tip for RTA and speed tuning is consider putting in immunity anyway. Even if you're going for first turn, try to go with immunity on all your units. It's gonna be really much harder for the opponent to work, to make their team work, because you have immunity. If they have just one stripper, then you can ban that stripper as well. You have so much more freedom when you do the pick and ban. If you know your units are off wheel, you definitely want to take your first turn. If you don't, you probably lost the game already. You probably lost the game already. But yeah, like speed tuning is a really important factor when you get into RTA. You need, the main points are make your team go in the right order and consider every single factor. Base speed, if you're using speed lead, if you're using artifact, they increase speed based on lost HP, all of that. And also make sure the speed in between the units is not too, the gap is not too big, otherwise that somebody on the opponent team can cut in and it's just gonna mess up with your team comp, right? So that's something you don't really want to happen. But yeah, that's pretty much it about speed tuning, guys. It's really important, don't overlook it, and also don't think that you need to have a unit with billion speed. Like peeps, there's a few people that are slow in RTA and they're really high in the ladder, and they're using immunity, and also they're using a really good speed tune team, so they won't get interrupted throughout their comp, and they can actually win the game like that. So don't you think you need to build anything over 300 speed for the speed tune? Actually, if you build units over 300 speed, it's probably gonna be harder to speed tune, because you're gonna need another 300 speed, at least one more 300 speed set. Oh my gosh, Dofla, what's happening? Alright guys, I think that's it for the video though. I hope it helps, and if you have any question, obviously ask in the comment below. If something is not clear, ask in the comment below. If you wanna if I forgot to mention anything at all, ask in the comment below. And don't forget guys, please sub to the channel if you wanna support the channel grow. Guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care guys, stay safe, bye.